Get the construction paper out and go.
New Vulcan ball, game 1, time in.
Parris Todd will be our first server over to Leigh Waters. Right away, an early shift from Leigh Waters, reading the perseverance from the baseline of Parris Todd.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see if Parris can get to the line enough here against Leigh, because baseline rallies are going to be tough to win.
Well, you said it, and Parris proved it.
That's beautiful. Got to come in. And there you saw the extra pace. She would have rolled that in the corner. That thing was a rope. No chance for Leigh.
0-0.
Waters picks her moments quickly to approach to the kitchen. Welcomed the short chance and missed connection from Parris Todd. Gets the ball right back.
0-0.
So much pace on her way up, too. It makes it impossible to gain ground when Waters gets to the kitchen first.
Yeah, so you're sort of stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and a red rock in this case. Do you want to come in behind your return, or do you want to wait for a better ball? But if it's not you, she might be the one that beats you to the net. So we'll see. These two played one of the greatest matches in singles history when we made the singles best of 5.
Oh, yeah.
That was in 2022. And that is just gorgeous down the line. Parris beat Leigh 11-3 in the 5th in a classic in San Clemente, and that's the rare occurrence when Leigh loses in singles but loses on championship Sunday.
Right. The record there head-to-head is 10-1, slain in favor of Waters. That low win you mentioned for Todd was in a final, the last player to take her out in a final in singles. She hasn't lost this year, Waters, at all in singles.
And lost all of one time last year. So what a just absolute machine. That's pretty. And that's the key. Everybody loves Parris Todd's two-handed backhand, but if the forehand is on as well, Michelle, that will bode well for her today. That's a great confidence booster early.
This altitude helps her with a little bit more power, which maybe is the winning recipe against Waters, who has such natural power to her game too, and finesse.
Teardrop fell off a cliff there, and Parris can't get a paddle on it. Yeah, because we saw her almost bludgeoned off the court earlier this year by Brooke Buckner, who was up 11-4, 9-4, and then the heart of the champion came roaring back. I love that, except for the execution on the last one. She came in, kept the ball in the middle. That takes angles away there. Michelle put the next volley there as well. Just got too much on the last one. So I like that strategically for Parris.
Point.
Another one for Waters. These two last met in the Cape Coral quarterfinals. Waters winning in 2.
Again, targeting the deep middle with that, and I like it. We've seen some other play. Leigh Jansen, when she has pushed Leigh in the past, has done something similar. Just don't give her ankles, because she loves them.
1-3. Point.
Leigh Waters rarely misses, but you have to take advantage when she does.
Yeah, the freebie factory is usually closed when Leigh is in charge. So to get a missed return on a okay serve is a welcome sight.
Parris Todd opts to keep it to the middle that time to Leigh Waters, who drops it inside the baseline.
So the coming forward there is nice, but the depth of her approach shot is too shallow, and Parris pays the price because she can't cut off the angle because she's not all the way to the kitchen.
Point.
So the return is critical here in singles, obviously, but if you're choosing to stay back, that's okay, but it has got to be struck or you're just handing the net to your opponent. And in that case, clean winner.
Point.
Everything she hits. It takes so much time away from you, too.
Yeah, and Parris moves fantastic.
Yeah.
That's 2 clean winners from the midcourt, and then the next one from the baseline on a ball. I think Parris liked the one she hit before, because going down the line over the highest part of the net, AL.
Storm closing. We got to rotate.
Always.
And her daughter is off and running here.
5-2. Fight out.
So if you're coaching Parris, which
Yeah.
Hunter Johnson, her boyfriend, and also soon to be finalist here momentarily is, what would you suggest target-wise and otherwise?
I like the idea of going to the middle as she has been. It's just a matter of the returns are not good enough.
Fight out.
Jeez.
And again, she is not set at the kitchen because of both the pace and the depth of her shot. And we're talking fractions, but the lady on the other side doesn't lose, so you have to go for that. Let's see if her return here is a little better.
Drop volley. Oh, and a near winner from Parris Todd. She got there, had the opening.
And I like the drop shot. I've been very hard on the players about their drop shots in doubles, but in singles, when they're way deep like that, make her run. Plus, that takes a physical toll. If this does grind into a 3-gamer, every step matters. And there you see, just misses, just misses.
By an inch.
Point.
Another short return, and you're handing offense to Leigh. So stepping in and taking more pace on your return here is critical for Parris.
7-2. Point.
Because unfortunately, when you're playing with Leigh, then you feel like you have to hit lines, and that's a tough ball. Inside, out, down the line to try and keep that in. Leigh.
After review, the out call stands. The ball was out. Loss of a free challenge. Technical warning. No free challenges left. 1 free challenge remaining. We will resume play at 8-2.
So that was the extra problem with that, is because you used your free challenge as a timeout, you get a technical warning for challenging that one, and that carries all the way through the match.
Point.
Touch volley from Leigh Waters. Earns another point.
Yeah, Parris was in decent shape to make that, just didn't curl the outside of the ball enough to keep it in. Wow.
Point.
Everything going against Parris, and this is a very quick path to a game point here.
10-2. Ball side out.
Serve for Leigh Waters.
Boy,
at game point.
Those pickleball gods are on it. They cleaned that up immediately. All right.
2-10.
That's just too good from Leigh, my goodness.
Game point.
Game point number 2 for Leigh Waters.
10-2.
Wow, drop volley and somehow stays out of the kitchen too. Waters pull battle on pickleball courts, and now she's one of the best in the world thanks to her grandpa. Parris Todd is back.
Ball, game 2, time in.
Told by Hunter Johnson it's something to do with her hips, so hopefully she is okay.
Point.
And right to the corner goes Leigh Waters.
And Duckle Bar is very interested in this because they have a date in the mixed doubles final later today. So I'm sure he wasn't overjoyed to see a injury timeout for his mixed partner.
Side out.
Just got that down. I mean, the one thing we talk about, Leigh is not tall. That is the only thing that she does not have going for her. So you can dip it and get it away from her when she comes in, but you have to be precise. That one got out of her strike zone. That was well done from Parris.
Well, Parris also has a bronze medal match today in women's doubles as well with Rachel Rohrbacher. That one predicted to start around 2 p.m. local time. The mixed projected to start around 5.
Yes.
So loaded day of action for Parris. I mean, it's just a rocket off her paddle. She whips the volley with such precision.
Yeah, that's one of those where a lot of the ladies might take that out of the air with one, but Leigh just trusts the left hand of that two-handed backhand so much. And now easy to guide it too. So that's the worst piece of advice I got ever was don't hit a two-handed backhand in pickleball. Play everything out in front. You see, she can let that travel a little bit, and then you can go inside out so much easier right there. And Leigh in complete control again out of the medical timeout here.
And she knows what she needs to at the ripe age of 18. Stays out, plays with Leigh 3 years running at least of tournaments in a row.
I expect that to never end.
Yeah. Volley, Parris is there. And then Waters was one step ahead of the read, so she lures Parris to the net that time and knows where the opening will be to follow. So smart.
Yeah, covered the lowest part of the net, which is cross court when you hit the drop shot. That's the easiest way to get it up and down for Parris, but right into the strike zone. And this is ramping up the ugliness quickly here in game 2 as well. There's what she's capable of. That's a ridiculous angle from that spot, and the crowd wants more pickleball here, so they will get behind Parris here for sure.
0-6.
And Todd is on the board. Crowd cheering on her behalf. Todd, of course, the winner of Tucson event in February, taking out Caitlin Christian, won that gold in San Clemente you mentioned in 2022. The only gold missing for her and her trophy cabinet is mixed.
Well, good news. She's in the final. That's a terrific overhead there. So nice response here from Parris. And Parris has crawled out some of the worst deficits I've seen in my life. She'll get down 9-0 in the third and come roaring back. So the challenge today, however, is the lady on the other side of the net. Deep on the return, and you're going to get the timeout called from Leigh. So I talk about the progress.
He will be in the final against Jack Sock later today.
Free challenge lost. No free challenges remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We will resume play at 3-6.
Waters has charged her free challenge there.
Okay.
Break off the tape, and sometimes that's all Parris Todd needs to get going.
4-6.
Yeah, she was in an ugly position and stabs a volley, and the spin threw off Leigh Waters, and 5 in a row for Parris. Wow.
She really does have that next level mental resiliency. Phased by the scoreline. And now it looks easy for Parris Todd. Confidence is a beautiful thing. She ties it at 6.
I mean, just another great overhead, and then went for nice margins on the next two. Had Leigh on the dead sprint.
6-6.
Wow. And Todd takes her first lead of the match with that close to the kitchen. Waters looking over to the bench now.
Yeah, and there was a very pointed statement. You know, Leigh thought you'd be talking to her with a trophy next to her, and she has a battle in her hands now.
Whips it. Waters right back to it. Chance to tie it on her side.
And we got the Proton Ball kids involved here, so as if pickleball points aren't played fast enough. That young man in the corner's got an arm, too.
What a heads-up volley from Leigh Waters. Full extension, realizes where Parris is at the last second, torques it cross court.
And Parris, I think, outthought herself here, because if she takes this cross court, she's got the opening, and just a roll would have been perfect there. Took it up the line. Leigh stayed home.
Oh, Waters hangs on for one more. Great scramble by Todd, just lost gas at the end there.
Yeah, tremendous rally by both ladies. Leigh just able to get the one on the lunge, and then sees her lead disappear here.
Parris Todd will call the
Point. Match point.
Check, 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 check.
10-7. Point game match.
This is what I've seen from her a lot. Somebody pushes back on it, and she just finds the next level up. She just hits Penthouse on the elevator and says, I'm done with this. Down 7-6, won the last 5 points to take that 50.